What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be showcasing my latest ganking build for PvP, the Storm Gank. It just hits super hard, incorporating the Storm Calling line, and it's just very strong, and the Adric Spear. So we're going to get straight into the skills. We've got Merciless Resolve. This is here purely just for the Major Prophecy. And then we've got the Aurora Javelin, which is here for the crit damage of the Adric Spear. We've got the Mage's Wrath, which is our execute. It's super hard. And the Inner Light, which is for 5% max Magicka bonus. More Magicka, more damage. Camo Hunter is here for the Minor Berserk. And extra damage from the Fighters Guild line. And of course we've got the Onslaught, which is going to be our main ultimate just to throw. Deal super high damage. Got Piercing Mark at the back bar. And we've got Rally for a damage buff, Race Against Time for movement speed and critical damage. The Healing Burst is going to heal you and give you minor courage. I'll add all the scribing things you need as well, all the scripts. And Concealed Weapon for a movement speed buff. And Temporal Guard for minor protection. We've got the Assassination line for more critical damage. The Adric Spear, more critical damage with one skill slotted. And the Storm Calling. So we're not using Shadowy Disguise, as the damage from these class lines are just too good to pass up. So you have to have a skill slotted. So I've got the Spec Bow slotted on the front bar, just for this, the Hemorrhage passive. And obviously, like I said, for the Adric Spear, we do need this as well. To get the 12% critical damage bonus. The passives are very strong. So we're not using Shadowy Disguise, like I said, we're just using Invisibility Pots and Crouching, and it works totally fine. Of course, with the Storm Calling, you get the extra weapon and spell damage, extra physical and shock damage, which is what we're utilising, and the Amplitude to increase your damage done by every 1%. The enemy has up to 10% damage done bonus, essentially, when they're at full health. You want all your passives in the two-handed. Light and medium. But normally I just run full medium, but if you run one piece light, also the Vampire, you want stage 4, just so you can run and turn invisible. You need to escape. Fighters Guild passives and Mages Guild passives. Like I said, the Mages Guild is just to boost the max Magicka as much as possible, and having the Inner Light slotted will provide the most damage. You can just slot another Fighters Guild ability. If you don't have the Mages Guild line, you would lose a tiny bit of damage, but with the Mages Guild you do get extra damage just through having extra max Magicka. So we're stacking everything into that. Of course the Sigic line as well, because you will be using the Race Against Time movement speed buff, critical damage buff, the Undaunted line, Assault and Support. I'm running a Khajiit on this for more critical damage bonus, and Alchemy for medicinal use, so your potions last longer. I'll show you the stat sheet. This is unbuffed, 64 points into Magicka, running the Shadow Mundus. The max Magicka is fairly high on this. I'm running the Ice Cream Food for Magicka recovery and high max Magicka. I said try to be a stage vamp. 3 or 4 is ideal, I think 4. Get into the sets, so running Tharakas, Great Sword, Nirnhone with weapon damage enchantment. It's going to give you 3 lines of weapon and spell damage. And a fully charged heavy attack is going to apply a Major Berserk, which is super strong. Crafted set as well, so easy to obtain. On the back bar, just run anything two-handed, ideally powered for extra healing. And then we're running the Amphimere's Construct, just the best monster ganking set in the game. Fully charged heavy attack is going to launch a physical axe, dealing tons of damage and reducing their armor as well. Just super strong, definitely best in slot for ganking. Got the Nix Hound's Howl set as well. Again, Super great. Fully charged heavy attack is going to apply major courage and major cowardice to your opponent. And 3 lines of weapon and spell damage. All divines, all max magicka, and all the jewellery is weapon damage, all infused. That's going to give you the highest damage possible. We get into the champion points. The green CP, Steve's Blessing. Blue CP, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, Raffle Strikes, and Backstabber. And the red CP, Bastion, Rejuvenation, Refreshing, Stride, and Celerity. You can change the red ones to what you want. Definitely recommend Celerity though. It's nice and simple, just buff up on the back bar, crouch, or pop a potion, invisibility potion. You'll be 125% critical damage, guys. 9.5k weapon and spell damage. As I said, definitely use the invisibility pots as well, but you can just crouch behind enemies. You can also pop these if you're in a high traffic area where it might be a bit iffy. But yeah, the cloak's not really needed anymore, to be honest. You're better off with just full damage on 3 full damage class lines. It's very, very effective. So I said this build slaps super hard, guys. These skills are slightly different in these clips. Stay tuned for the clips. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel as well. Like I said, just essentially have a Templar skill line and an Assassination skill line on the front bar with the Mages Guild line and a Fighters Guild, and you're pretty much good to go. Just buff up on the back bar, crouch, or use an invisibility part, and just away you go, and you're going to be dealing some absolutely devastating damage. And all it is just a heavy attack into ult with the execute of the Mage's Wrath. It's just going to be super, super strong, guys. I hope you enjoy the clips. There's some really good ones here. And stay tuned for some more build videos.